Welcome to Marvelicious Toys. We bring you news and reviews of Marvel toys, statues, and more. Because not all Marvel collections can be bagged and boarded. They're not just toys, they're Marvelicious.
So if you dip your toe in both Marvel and DC, you're going to have a lot of characters here you're going to be able to collect. The a-Dorbz line.
Obviously a play on Totes a-Dorbz.
That's a little troublesome to me. The name is a little bit too, I don't know, 13-year-old girl.
Oh! That was not an editing trick. You both said that.
So it must be true.
Yes, absolutely.
Having said that, I'm sure I'll be buying the Harley Quinn one for my 9-year-old girl, though.
I really like these. I understand. Again, they have this kind of faux Japanese feel. It's probably intensified by the eyes they've given all of these characters.
Oh, yeah. The cute smile eyes.
They have a smile, and it's like the smile is literally turned upside down to create the eyes.
Yeah, the half moon. So you said that they have comic book license, but I'm looking at the Guardians. The Guardians ones look like they're movie-based. So is it possible that they're going to have some movie stuff going forward?
You're right, and they went beyond just Guardians. I mean, they've got Yondu and Korath, and those do look very movie-based. Gamora. It's all one line. I think right now they're kind of bridging that. I don't know if they're calling these movie character versions or not. I don't think they're going to come out under like a Guardians subline of a-Dorbz.
Sure. But what I'm saying is maybe in the future we will see Ant-Man, if that was already in the works, a movie style one, as opposed to just doing a straight up comic version.
Yeah, that is possible.
Now, how tall are these? It's hard for me to get a sense of scale. I'm guessing around 3 inches.
That would be about right. Yeah, they're just a little smaller than Pops.
These are attractive to me because I think I get like a little bit of a nostalgic feel from them. They kind of remind me of Fisher-Price Little People on steroids.
We kind of talked about that with Allison, how they looked like little Fisher-Price people.
Yeah, I'm digging them. You almost would want to describe them as all using the same buck with a few things added on, but that's not necessarily true. They might use the similar body and maybe the head, but looks like there's enough added on to some of these that they're all unique. They don't feel like, remember Hasbro's Mighty Mugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, those felt like those were just painted onto the same thing all the time.
Well, they did about the same thing that I think they're doing here, because those often had sculpted heads, or at least accessories that you could put on a head, like Thor's helmet and various capes and weapons. Here, yeah, I think by and large, it is all the same body, but then the heads, when needed, Ghost Rider has the flame head, Thor has the helmet head, and so they're at least doing the sculpting above the neck. But Magneto does have a cape.
Nice. So, okay, these aren't going to be available at regular retail. Where are we going to be able to find these?
Those are at the specialty retailers like your comic book shops and places like that.
She wasn't even sure. They're still working this out, but she wasn't sure if it would be through Diamond or not, because that will make the difference on if you can get them at virtually every online store or just select online stores.
Uh-huh.
But if they're trying to get into comic book shops, Diamond distribution is usually the way to go. Now, the basic figures are going to be basically pop price. And again, I want to reiterate something that means a lot to me. No exclusives. They're not doing so many. They realize that I'm interpreting it as they realized the pop vinyls exclusives, there were so many that it became common to have so many variants of characters out there. And this means that there's not going to be the Hot Topic exclusives and all of that. You're just going to be able to get them at stores and at about $10 a piece. But they're also doing XL Dorbz. And these are maybe 5 to 6 inches. They're not doing nearly as many, but they did show Rocket Raccoon and Groot, and those were really very adorable. I love Rocket Raccoon's tail on there, and those are going to be around $25 a piece or so. Those
are strange ones to be the first ones out of the gate, because as we were just talking, they are two of the ones that break the rules more than any other ones. Rocket's got his own unique head, and so does Groot. They don't feel like they're from the same vinyl collection that we were just talking about necessarily.
Yeah, I imagine they're hitting Guardians while it's still hot, and that we'll probably see more as that comes down, but I'm glad they're not going to flood the market with both scales right off the bat, too. And the big ones look significantly different in my mind from the small ones, where it doesn't just look like it's Honey, I Blew Up the Dorbz. I mean, they're close enough, but it's not a one for one.
Right. So I would say that's probably the thing I'm most excited about out of Funko this year.
Yeah, and I asked them about San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, because when they said no exclusives, I always think Comic-Con. There might be Comic-Con exclusives, but get this, the Vinyl Sugar, they may redo Funko's booth, and Vinyl Sugar would appear to have basically its own booth, its own area that would be separately branded even, and its own like checkout.
Oh, cool. So maybe we can get there before everybody else knows what they are.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Marvelicious Toys with more collecting news and reviews at marvelicioustoys.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, make mine Marvelicious.